practice for the U.S. Open.
Starting the herd point and raise their fellows from tonight.
Set them up.
Take a number.
Riders
Get them
ready.
all off.
March the gate.
You know, with some rides, we announced that there was a party and everyone showed up and we didn't know who was in the room. They hate BMX now, whoever it was. "35 more minutes till race time. 35 more minutes. By the way, I'd like to remind you that there will be practice tomorrow morning only. There is absolutely no practice on Sunday morning. Right, Jerry? And we will not change the practice schedule, by the way. We would like to start from ground zero and create a brand new image for ourselves here on the tower. Gate will drop promptly at 6 a.m. for the 17 and over riders. 17 and over riders. It's listed in the paper as 16 and over. The answer is not. Nix 9. No way. 17 and over. Cruiser is the one that's all okay, fine. 16 and over. Excuse me, 16 and over. Bring your flashlights. You will have, hi there, how have you been? You will have practice from 6 until 6:20. There will be one practice round tomorrow morning. So be here. To have a moment of silence on behalf of Tom Thomas. Tom Thomas, out of the great state of New York, was one of our BMX announcers, and unfortunately this year we lost him to cancer. And I'd like everybody to bow their heads at this time for a moment of silence as we dedicate today's race to Tom Thomas. Thank you. It is a pleasure, as usual, to have our Canadian contingency with us. On their behalf, I'd like to have all of you please stand for the Canadian National Anthem and the National Anthem of the US of A that will be brought to you today by Jennifer Tyner, who will sing the National Anthem for us. Jennifer out of Evansville, Indiana, and Burdette Park, BMX. mic is yours, Mr. Harvey.
Anyone that didn't get goosebumps on that has assumed room temperature.
That was great.
Very, very, very nice. Ready to rock and roll. Moto number 1 of the U.S. Open 1992, brought to you by the National Bicycle League. The pros on the gate: Pete Lunkarovich, Todd Corbett, Billy Griggs, Mike King, Terry Tennant, Charles Townsend, Gary Ellis, and Eric Abadessa.
This was an invitational. The top 8 NBL riders are going to run 3 motos. Low score.
I have the numbers. Man.
All right, this is an invitational. They're going to run. The pros will run 3 motos. The top 8 riders in those 3 motos are going to compete. No.
Okay, guys, here we go. Riders ready. Watch the gate.
Moto number 1 of the pros are off and running. Mike King out in front, red line. King on the move, in front, in the 2 spot. The number 1, Terry Tennant. The 4, working it. Lunkarovich in the 3 spot. King still holding on to it. King, Tennant, Lunkarovich. We lose Eric Abadessa in the first turn. It's still going to be King, Tennant going for the full pull at the finish line. Mike King all the way to San Jose, taking it in for the win.
This is about 8 riders.
Moto number 2, 17 and over, expert U.S. Open time. We're looking at the number 1 of Jimmy Garcia. Dorsey's going forward. It's going to be Garcia. Hammond in the 2 spot. The 9 working the 2nd is Ben Allman in the 3. The 53 coming in on the 3rd spot belongs to Clevenger, but it's still Garcia. Garcia goes down. Big hit for him out in front. Now we're looking at the number 20 of Mike Hammond. Hammond going to walk this one in for the win. 53 in for the 2 is Clevenger, and Allman, the number 9, in on the 3rd. Moto number 3, 2nd gate, 17 and over, expert action. We're looking at the 19 with the early lead. That's going to be Randy Raymond. Yikes, stripes, Raymond out in front. Going to be Raymond, the 45 in the 2 spot is Carolyn Raymond, and Carolyn, the 55 of DePippo, Mike DePippo in the 3rd, the 29 of Stump or DePaw, one of the 2, a pair of 29s coming at you scorekeepers. Still going to be the 19 of Randy Raymond. Raymond out in front. He's going to take it in. Rich Carolyn. The heat is on. Carolyn holds on and gets the CS. We're going to be looking at Dennis Neubauer. Neubauer out front. Neubauer's got heat coming up to 29. Working the 2 spot. Belongs to Dougie Luden. Luden working in the 2. Neubauer. Luden 1 and 2. The 76 in the 3rd spot. The 176 is Dupree. Dupree in the 3rd, Luden still hanging on to the 2 spot. Neubauer out in front. It's going to be Neubauer, Luden, Dupree. The 73 working in the 4 spot belongs to Mark Anello. Moto number 6, more 17 and over action. Going to be looking at Danny Roberts. Danny Roberts and the 24 working in the 2 spot. It's going to be Roberts and Chris Frederick. Frederick back into the 2 now. Danny Roberts takes control. It's going to be Roberts out in front. The Rad Peregrine rider. Roberts holding on to it. Frederick in the 2. The 37 working in 3rd is going to go to the 87 maybe of Jim Moon. Moto number 7, 17 and overtime. Out in front is going to be Matt Sylvia doing it for MCS. Sylvia gonna have some company coming up from the number 76 maybe, or 76 could be Dalecki. Sylvia, Dalecki on the inside makes a big pass, gets by Sylvia. It's going to be Sylvia back in the 2 spot. Delicki holding on to the lead. Delicki going to take this one home. Sylvia in for the 2. Moto number 8, more 17 and overs coming at you, long and strong here today at the Open, U.S. Open. We're talking the national number 4 of Eric Wolford. It's going to be Wolford and Dacuto. Wolford, Dacuto in the 23 of Mark Heckler in the 3rd. Heckler working it. It's still going to be out front. Wolford and Dacuto, Heckler, Wolford taking this one in. It's going to be Wolford, Dacuto, and Heckler. Moto number 9, 17 and over. Expert still coming at you. Last gate of these guys. The 21 out on the top side is going to be Ted Stone.
Oh, Danny.
We lose one here at the base of the tower. Stone holding on to
That's my
it.
son. You all right,
The
Dan?
96 and the 87 is Goodall, and the 87 coming in
Get
on
your
the
job,
3rd
Dan.
is going to be
Good job,
Nebovny.
Dan.
Ted Stone hanging on to it. Looks like he's got some company at the line. He holds on and takes it in. The 76 is on the bubble.
I can't see Dyson.
Still says that.
That's not over yet.
Moto number 10, 17 and over Novice.
I thank you, Linda. On the game, our pros. Sitting in 8th with 15 points is Billy Griggs. Sitting in 7th with 13 points, Eric Amadessa. Sitting in 6th with 10 points, Pete Lunkarovich, tied with Todd Corbett for 5th. 4th and 3rd, tied with 9 points, Charlie Townsend and Gary Ellis. And tied for 1st and 2nd with 3 points each, Terry Cadet and Mikey King.
Abadessa. What? 6.
Riders ready. Watch the gate.
Drops back to net. Outside with Charlie Townsend. It's going to be to net. Townsend 1 and 2. To net. On to Jamie out in front. Townsend in the 2 spot. Ellis working on Corbett in the 3. It's going to be to net. To net. To net. Working it. To net. Oh, we lose Abadessa big time. He flies. He does the self-destruct. It's going to be to net. To net. Townsend, Ellis, Corbett, King. To net. Tannett gonna take it. Chuck Townsend for the 2, Ellis for the 3, King and Corbett working on 4. Hold the gate. We got Abadessa laying down here for ODI. Moto number 2, the second round of 17 and over experts. Jimmy Garcia. Linda, you're standing on my cord, honey. It's gonna be Garcia. Woo. God, I love it when she does that. Garcia out in front. All kinds of heat. If we could somehow catch the number 2 rider. We got Garcia working it. Allman in there on the 2. It's going to be Garcia. Garcia and Allman, 1 and 2. Hammond back in the 3 spot. Garcia takes it at the line. Moto number 3, second gate, second round action coming at you. The 19 on the top side, ball for Randy Raymond. Raymond followed by Carolyn. Raymond and Carolyn doing it 1 and 2. The 55 in on the 3 spot. Raymond, Carolyn, and I wish I had a 55 is DePippo. Mike DePippo. Good to see you out here, Guy. DePippo in there kicking the 17 and over in 3rd. It's going to be Allman, Raymond, Carolyn. Carolyn goes down at the line. Same way. Moto number 4, 17, expert action has Ronnie Gasca, the G-Man, out in front, followed closely by Scott Yocolette. Just the way they are in the standings. Also, it's going to be Gasca and Yocolette holding on to 1 and 2. The 96 in the 3rd spot. Ah, yes, that's Jeffrey Singoba. Yocolette settles for the 2. Gaska takes the win. Moto number 5, 17 and over. Expert action. We lose 1 or 2 right in the first turn. That was Neubauer going down. Luden, Dougie Luden, the Dougster co-announcer this weekend, out in front. Luden, we lose another one. Brian Ord. Dougie Luden out in front. It's going to be Luden taking it in, trying to pick out second place. Can't even see it from here. Oh, Dougie's nickname is Org.
We got
Not even going
Neubauer.
to ask how he got that.
Neubauer's still down over here.
Still got a rider? Oh no, he's off. Moto number 6, second round for the 17 and over experts. Danny Roberts jumps out and takes control. We lose riders everywhere. Still have Neubauer down in the first turn. It's going to be Roberts, followed by Moon, the Moon Man. The 33 in the third spot belongs to McDonald, the Hamburger King. It's going to be Roberts, Mooney in the 2 spot. McDonald, what a face plant for McDonald. He drops out of the competition. Danny Roberts going to take this one on Cruz. He takes it on in. McDonald scarfs up the 2. And the 90 of Thomas Harback has an early Christmas present. He rolls in for 3rd.
Oh,
That's what it's blanking the numbers.
Is this your son?
blinking. I thought it was blinking.
Blanking, now it says 7.
Okay, and that is 7.
Sylvia.
Moto number 7, Matt Sylvia jumps out for MCS, but he gets pushed back to the 2 spot. We're looking at the number 11, maybe. Nice number. That's Bob Birdsall. Birdsall, followed by Sylvia, the 22 of Strebe, in on the 3rd. Strebe has some heat. Sylvia, Birdsall, Sylvia, 1 and 2. Strebe trying to get a piece of the action. Birdsall gonna take this one home. Sylvia in the 2 spot. He's got some heat from the 76 of Dalecki. Dalecki moves in for maybe the 2nd. Moto number 8, 17 and over, expert action coming at you again. Eric Wolford. Wolford in control, the 23, and second is Mark Heckler. It's going to be Wolford. No, Heckler goes down. Wolford. Now Isgrig comes in. It's going to be the national number, or the 8 Novice. Not anymore. We are losing them faster than we can pick them up. Wolford stays up. Wolford stays in control. The 17 moves in is Chris Dacuto. And the 8X, Riccardi, maybe.
Now saying press the button.
Tucker. Bill Tucker moving in for the...
Hi, Scotty.
Moto number 9, 17 and over experts. Still coming at you. Last gate of these guys on the 2nd round. Running on point, as Linda would say. The 21 of Ted Stone. Stone, followed by the 12. We got a bunch of 12s. Go with Mark Fisher, maybe. Make it a 67, she says. Thank you. That's Anthony. Nabosny. Anthony Nabosny now moving into the 2 spot. Stone and Nabosny, 12 S maybe of Sense in there on the 3rd. 17 and over Nava, moto number 10. 56 on the top side, we got a bunch of them. 56, looks like R maybe of Riley. Got a pair of coming at you, the 29 in 2nd. No 29, maybe 29, 28 of Whitehart. Could be Whitehart in 2nd. Riley, maybe. Riley and Whitehart. It's either Daluski or Riley in the lead. The 65 in the 3rd spot is going to be Eric Penny. That's going to be Penny topside. Back there for 2. Oh, we just lost Penny. Penny goes down big time. That gives Bobby Clybush the lead. Tough name to pronounce. Back there for the 2nd spot now is the national number 30 of Andy Williams. We're going to check out Eric Penny, though. Big time deal for that dude. But it's still Clybush, Williams, Eric Baker in there for 3 as they sort themselves out. Heading down the final stretch. straight. This one's going to be all Clybush. Clybush inherits this one, Williams and Baker. Shot looks like the national number 9 of Chad Covington. Covington flying those GT colors high with the lead. Here we go for the turn number 2. That is the national number 3 of Jamie Hickson in there for 2. So it's going to be Covington and Hickson, followed by the national number 32, and I don't have a 32. I don't have a 2 either. Yeah, 2 Novice, that is Brian Iarochi. Thank you, Linda. Side by side we go. Coming out of turn number 4. Up front on this one, though, it's still going to be Covington hanging on. Here comes Covington still trying to hang on the outside, but it looks like it's going to be Jamie Hickson out of Illinois. Steals that one. Steinhoff in there for the second spot. Looks like the number 21, I believe. That was Jason DePritt. No, that's the number 7X. Taking 7 Novice, Jonathan Hicks. So it's going to be Hicks in the second spot, chasing down Robert Steinhoff. Still has the lead. In there for the third spot, looks like Adam Thompson. Tough to see from here, though. But up front on this one, it's going to be the national number 1, proving why he's going to retain that. If he's got anything to say about it, that is Robert Steinhoff. Mattis? Engelbert has got a pretty good lead. We got the number 14 Novice.
More, 39.
No, that's a 39. 14 Novice is up front on this one. That's Richard Hessel in there for 2. Got his handful. It says Richie in there. It's still Engelberger and Hessel, your top 2. Donnie Jarvis right in the action somewhere. Coming out of turn number 4, it still is Engelberg. Hessel's got his handful. I can't see now. Looks like the number 21 of Eric Zimmerman grabs position number 2. But again, Engelberger with the win. National number 18, Jukes in there for 2. Followed by the number 44 in position number 3. That is Curtis Brasseur. All the way up front and long gone by a long distance for this dude. That is Chris Brown out of Georgia. Setting the pace out of the final turn. It's going to be Brown. It looks like Jukes is going to settle for 2, followed by Brasseur. Last group, 13-year-old novice, Holy 6P, Mike Peterson in there for 2. So it's going to be Clinton Barra and Peterson. Those guys are having their own race. Looks like a NASCAR draft going out there. They're pulling away big time. In there for 3 is Wesley Cole. Cole's got his hands full. We got all kinds of flip-flops going on back there for the third spot. Back up the front though where the heavy-duty action is. That's going to be Brian Clinton-Barra. Here comes Peterson trying to reel him in. The gap is closing. It's still Clinton-Barra. Peterson, followed by the number 60.
The old number 1 showing you how he got there. Garcia and DePritt. Let's see if we can catch the number plate on the third place rider. We'll take the National 19 of David Normandin out of Massachusetts. The National number 10 doing the dirt in this one is Frederick DeLago. It is Frederick. Then we'll take a little DeLago in the 2 spot. DeLago doing it the Kamachi Wheels way. Donnie Fredericks looking great wearing one of those. Oh, we lose DeLago. What a drag. Donnie Frederick in one of those hot Florida jerseys. In the 2 spot right now is the U.S. spot, a tap spot. It'll be Fredericks. Mascot TOL split images is Kent Gordy. Motor number 92 races through 116 into staging the number 37 up front and personal of Andy Curry out of New Jersey. It is Curry coming out of turn number 2, the Vans man, into the National number 4 ride of Frankie Nuccio. Curry and Nuccio, the Nucci looking to reel him in. Let's see if he can get the job done. Curry says, get off my behind as he heads out of the black hole in the lead. But Nucci is still there. It's Curry and Nuccio. Curry, Nuccio, Ferguson as they head down to the finish line. Ferguson might have caught that second. Motor number 93, 21 and 27 cruisers. Oh, Org out in the lead. Dougie Luden, do it again. Dougie Luden, better known as Org, qualified. I believe that's the National 13. Excuse me, the 94 of David Sedgley. Luden and Sedgley, MCS flag in the 3 spot. Doug Luden is hot today. There's no doubt about it. Luden lights himself up as he passes Big Mom at the finish line and waves. My mama did it again. Your motor number is 94, the National number 8, coming out on top one more time. Double trouble out of Canada. It's Blair Lang. It is Lang followed by Normandin out of Massachusetts. Lang and Normandin in the 3 spot. It's Rick DeBruler, instant replay, second time around. Blair Lang looking for that perfect day. He's got to go on to a main event. Looking hot. The Canadian contingency's got to be proud as he wills himself to his second win. National number 2.
No, the Frogman. Here comes the Frogman diving low, trying to get by that top rider. It looks like it's going to be the 11, maybe Don Fisher? I don't know. Give it right now to Joe the Frogman McKinney. 13X moto number 45 coming out at turn number 2. It's got to be the number 11, national number 11 of the Penny Man. Doing it for money here. Eric Penny just getting past. Side by side we go. It's going to be Penny dropping back now. Who is that rider in the top spot? Who's that? Help me out with this one. Might be Voinovich out of Canada. Yeah, that's Voinovich, the Canadian rider. He got the win. Followed by Penny and Barino. Number 46, more 13-year-old experts. We missed them going by. We got Rhode Island, New York, Ohio, Texas, and Illinois out there somewhere. Side by side we go, coming out of the final turn. It's going to be Hickson, I believe, national number 9. That is Chad Cummington. So it's going to be Cummington with the win, followed by Jamie Hickson. Last group, 13X national number 1 up front on this one. That's going to be Steinhoff. Followed by the 7 novice of Jonathan Hicks. In there for 3 is going to be the national number 4 of Adam Thompson as they go into the final turn. Coming around now, it's going to be the Florida rider, national number 1, Robert Steinhoff with the win and the perfect, I believe. Crash and burn time for half of this moto. We got the 140 up front on this thing. That is Taylor Engelberger, followed by the number 23 novice of Larry Myers. So it's going to be Engelberger, Myers, and 14B of Robbie Bennett. We got 2 number 14s, maybe no, one's a 140 and one's a 14.
David Miller to the Endell trailer, please.
Coming out of the final turn, you are right, that is Robbie Bennett. Third spot, that's going to be the number 22 of Jacob Stevens. Here comes Mike Peterson down low, trying to bust a move on Clembera. Clembera gets all kinds of squirrely down there, but he's hanging on. It's going to be Clembera and Peterson, your top 2, moto number 50.
76.
Moto number 51, 13-year-old beginner, brought to you by the 76B of Sean Bush. In the second spot is going to be Sean Bertram and Jason Clement, who won it the first 2 times around. He's all the way back in there for 3. Up front on this one, though, it's still the 76B of Sean Bush. As they come out of the final turn, it's still going to be Bush, Bertram, and Clement. Bush doing it for the Republicans. Yeah, like that. So number 52, 12-year-old ex-British group. National number 1, that is Hannah up front on this one out of Ohio. We got the national number 6 of Travis Rogaine, Rocky's little brother out there, in for 2. It's going to be Hannah and Rogaine. Looks like, Hannah's got it made going into the final turn. That might be little Timmy Slaughter out of Ohio in there for 3. As they come out of the final turn, it's going to be Hannah, Rogaine, and Sonner. So number 53 more, 12-year-old expert action coming out of turn number 2. It's going to be the national number 10 of Keith Terra. And the national number 8 of Sean Madison doing it for Coca-Cola. These guys have shared motos. Terra won it first time, Madison the second time. This is for the gold. Here comes Madison down low on the inside as Terra had a problem. It's still going to be Terra and Madison to the line in that order. Let's move on. 12 and 13-year-old girls first group. The Animals, Jessica Crisili for MCS Aero leading the pack out of turn number 2. In there for 2 is going to be Michelle Cates. Pulled the upset last time. Back there for 3 is going to be the national number 7 out of Indiana, Becca Johnson. Up front on this one, though, it's still all MCS Aero. That is the Animal, Jessica Crisili. Out of the final turn they come, it's going to be Crisili, Cates, and Johnson. Second group, 12, 13-year-old girls, moto number 55, side by side. We go to the national number 4 is Lingham, followed by the Pennsylvania rider, national number 6 of Becky Smith. Here comes Smith down low. She got the lead. Actually did it on the high side. It's going to be Smith and Lingham, your top 2 riders. In there for 3, looks like the 54 of Christy Knight, and that's going to be Nicole Bonney back there for 4. Back up front on this one, though, it's going to be all Becky Smith. That is the national number 6, being chased down by the national number 4 of Lingham. Call him Giacomazzo, that's the correct pronunciation there. Chris Giacomazzo out of New York got the second spot. Got it still, but the lead still belongs to Robert Paniotis. I'm sorry. It's going to be Paniotis out of Michigan. He's got the win. The second position goes to Chris Giacomazzi.
39.
10-year-old expert is the class moto number 66. Looks like the national number 3 up front on this one, Aaron Weber, just where he's been running all afternoon long. We got the 9S of Timmy Albright back there for 2, making a distant 2. Number 3 is going to belong to the national. number 8 of Bubba Long. The long gone right now is Aaron Weber. It's going to be Weber going away big time. The number 67, 10-year-old expert class continues. That's going to be Mike Pazzi up front on this one. Pazzi's got some pressure put on him by the national number 5 of Joey Talent. Now, Talent's won it the first 2 times. He might do it this time, too, if Pazzi has a problem. Does the old BMX stomp down there through the rhythm section. We just lost one rider at the back of the pack. Up front on this one, though, it's going to be Joey Talent out of Tennessee. He's got the win. He's got the lead. It's going to be Mike Pazzi in there for 2.
Squat down and jump.
Hey, get it. Easy.
Oh, shit.
Get it?
I got it.
Leonard!
Smiley something. Fuzzy. Yeah. Who's this? Big Adams Treaty.
guys. First of all, guys, all of the jumpers want you guys to move. You're all about dead right now.
Yo, how sideways did I land? Like that? It was Might not have made the picture, get off now. Yeah, Leonard.
Alright guys, we're going to start making hooks now. This is 2V Uncooked Unorganized Jump Contest here. Sorry, if you could get down at the bottom of the jump. There for Jimmy. Yeah. Next up, 2B Uncooked is Vaughn Stout. Vaughn won the last 2B contest in Pittsburgh. Let's hear from him. Next up, Jody Donnelly from Fort Wayne, Indiana, and doing slam design. This is Jody's first jump. He's gonna get 5. Jump when you like. Get 5.
He cut me off.
Cards, you're up next. When you're ready, go ahead.
Todd McHale riding 4. Stand ready to go. Yeah, big toboggan run footer from Todd. Next up we have Base Richie Poole. Everybody stand back or I'm going to get on my bike and jump again. Run into you. Okay, here comes Richie Poole out of Brooklyn on the S&M base bike. Next up, we have one on the S&M base bike. Here he goes. Big no footer, can. Next up, out of California, we have Jimmy Garcia. No. Okay, Jimmy Garcia. Come on, make some noise. Big no footer, can. Next up, we have false, toothless, ruthless Bill Nitschke. No problem. All right, big no footer from Anthony. Next up, out of Indiana, riding for Thor, Dan Leonard. Smitty, what are you doing? Oh, there goes Smitty. The big Timmy Judge Bale. Next up, we have Fuzzy. Yeah, it's you. Is that your name? Be kind to Fuzzy. Come on, everyone, be kind to Fuzzy. Come on. Make some noise for Fuzzy. Woo! No one does him like that. Okay, come on, let's hear it for Todd. Yeah! Okay. Do something. Woo! Yeah, no footer, one-hander from Vaughn. Next up, Slam Designs, Jody Donnelly. Construction worker, ponytail and all. On the bullies. Okay, next up we have, come on, Todd. Next up we have Richie Poole out of Brooklyn. Alright, big no-hander. Next up we have Bill Nitschke. Special guest appearance by Leonard Foster. Okay, Anthony, you're up riding for GT. Out of one of the POWs, pro to Westminster when he turns pro. I don't think his mom will let him move in the house though. Yeah! Oh. Anthony took a digger.
Come on, let's hear it for Dan. Yeah, big round. Next we have co-sponsored by Base. Come on, this guy gets paid the big bucks to jump. Come on. Yeah. Big knack seat cover. Next up we have Todd Lyon. Scream loud enough so it shows your button, his belly button. Yeah. Here you go, knack. Next up we have Jimmy Levan. Yeah, big toboggan. Next up, out of Brooklyn, we have big no-footer one-hander. Next up, we have Bill Nitschke. See what he can do this time. Big hook. Next up, we have Dan Leonard. He's got to get some pictures in the magazine to pay his mortgage. $300 a month. Come on, let's hear it for Fuzzy. Yeah. Oh shit. Check that on the cover ride. Next up, we have the chain up, Rick. Next up, we have Jimmy Levan. Okay. Oh, Vaughn with, I don't think he meant to do that. Next up, we have Jody Donnelly, but he messed up his wheel. He's going to go last. So, but right now, we have a special guest appearance by the guy with the tightest shirt on, the darkest shades, and the most scratched up helmet. And the only lightning bolt seat post out there, Leonard Foster. All right, let's hear it for Leonard. Next up, we have Taj on the flat black home. I don't think he wants anyone to know that. Time for Standard Industries. Taj Mihalik. Going all out. Next up, Richie Poole. Yeah. Look for the can, no footer. Next up, we have Jimmy Garcia out of California.
Leary table.
Oh, you have another one. One more. Jimmy Garcia going up for his fourth jump. Yeah, big helicopter one footer. Next up, we have riding for GTWD40. Let's hear it for Anthony. Yeah. Big ride. Next up, we have Dan Leonard. For Fuzzy. Yeah, big cross stuff 360. Next up, we have Todd Lyons riding for S&M now. But only for this jump. Yeah. Come on, let's hear it. Yeah, Todd even scratches his head. Okay. Okay, that's the end of the fourth round. Make it louder! Okay, this is the last round. That's crazy. Our highly trained judges have You forgot to judge that last. Make some noise. I feel a bus driver coming on. Put it to Morgan. Next up, Adam Woodley, New York. Riding for base with the base. Yeah, 140 candy bar, 2 no footer. Anthony with a big no
footed seat rover. Next up, almost. Next up, we have Todd. Come on, the faster he spins.
Best landing.
Where's Jody?
Hey, dude,